Scru, what up? They weren't ready for this one. Yo, I'm a byproduct of fly talk. All these guys nada, I fathered the scene. I'm Darth and you Skywalker.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? How y'all living, man? Y'all straight? Y'all Gucci? How straight, though? From like a scale of 1 to 10, how straight are you? Good to hear. Now, I think my ears are still like plugged up from the plane. You know how you like your ears pop? I feel like they fully haven't popped. I feel like I still have pressure in my head. And like the problem was I fell asleep on the plane. And when you fall asleep on the plane and you ain't clearing your nasals and all that out, do I sound stuffed? Do I sound congested? Because if I do, it's literally air pressure. It's not even sickness. That's the weirdest part. Hold on. Nah, I think I got it. Anyway, let's talk about it. First of all, going in again is at 109,000 viewers. I appreciate y'all. We shooting for that road to 200,000. That's me, Crip, and Mercules. I appreciate that. New music on the way. Yeah, it's been kind of quiet. Yeah, I mean, your boy about to drop another Lil Jon. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We about to. You see how I did that, Lil Jon? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, about to drop another one of those tracks. I think I'm gonna drop a few coming up here. I got the Trey Stucky feature, I got the Randolph feature coming, and I think I got a few solo Lil Jon, so maybe some screwed ups I need to do. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and let's talk about this, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in yesterday for my Avengers Endgame live non-spoiler / spoiler review. It's still up. Yeah, man. Go check that out. First 30 minutes, no spoilers. And, last 30 minutes, spoilers. And I definitely warn y'all, so don't get into it. That movie was fire. But now let's talk about what we got to talk about, man. Let's talk about it, man. Can I just start out? Can I start out by saying, are people too hard on MGK? At this point, I think it's just easier to not like anything MGK does. Now, a lot of this is MGK's fault. If you go back and watch when I was talking about what? And I was talking about MGK and Eminem's little thing. I said, listen, Kels. Because Kels was leaning into it super hard in the beginning. And I was like, bro, that's not the best. I don't think that's the best thing for MGK to do because he's going to forever become the Eminem diss track. I mean, the guy who got dissed by Eminem. And that's going to reflect and hurt him more in the future than it is now. That's what I was saying. And I'm going to keep it a buck. That's why I think, that's a lot of the reason why I feel like people are still going at MGK. Now, the people who are going at MGK are gonna probably most likely be the Eminem diehards and probably some other people who just love the memes. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like every little thing that this person does gets super pooped on, bruh. So let me just go ahead and start this off by saying, I think MGK's doing the right thing. Yeah. What? Yeah, no, I think MGK's doing the right thing, bro. MGK, okay, you're not gonna get people, especially rappers, to honestly admit they lost anything. Honestly admit what they felt they failed in. You're not gonna get that. That's just an impossible, right? Well, at least not in the first decade of that thing happening. You're gonna have to wait till decades and decades when people are old men to find, but you know what, Nas, I think Ether was kind of fire though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wait that long to do that. So I think with MGK's movements, everything he's been doing since the Eminem beef, I think it kind of speaks for itself. I know he knows he didn't come out the victor. I know he knows that he got stained in that thing. I know he knows he now wears something on him that is permanent. He has another tattoo on him that is the Kill Shot tattoo. Now, whether or not you believe Rap Devil or Kill Shot was the better track, I'm going to keep it a buck. The person that is suffering the most, right, from that situation is MGK. The most Eminem is getting is people requesting it at his show and he's saying no. But I'm telling you, MGK is signing people's autographs and then breaking them when people talk about him. He's tweeting, he's doing all this stuff. So it's obviously something that hurt him. And it makes sense because M is his idol. M was his idol. I'm still thinking M is his idol and that hurt a lot. Now, when he did Bird Box, go back and watch my thing, I said, wow, looks like M got him out the game for real. Now he's trying to do movies. And I was like, you know what though? I'm not mad at that. I don't think it was just Eminem that forced MGK to start doing new things. I think it was 90% M and his fans. But I think that 10% is from how bad Binge EP did. Now, a lot of people gonna be like, well, the Binge EP did bad because of M, which can be true. But at the same time, like I've said a million times, that is the first time in history I ever seen somebody have a prevalent beef that big, that everybody was talking about, drop a diss track, then the album with that diss track does not get that many downloads, buys. That's weird. That's never happened usually, especially in the clout era. Diss tracks and going back and forth push record sales way high. Look at Pusha T's album. That's why it was weird. So I started thinking that I think there's an underlying problem that MGK is not saying, as the record label doesn't say, but I think it started before the Eminem beef, where he kind of did something impossible where it was beef with the biggest person in the hip-hop and sell the least amount of CDs you've ever sold before, which is crazy. Or I think one of the least. So I think he quietly understood that, you know, the whole fight he gets in Vegas, the fan that punches him on stage while he's performing in the nads, all this stuff. It was looking crazy for Kels. So when Kels did Bird Box, I was super proud. I was mad, happy that that's the lane he took, because I'm like, well, I'm gonna keep it a buck. MGK might be a better actor, man. And I'm not saying a better act. Well, we don't know that. He might be a better actor than rapper. And right, if there was ever a time to take you a little break, you know what I mean? It would have been then. So I also think the success of Bird Box, how Bird Box became a meme, how people still talk about Bird Box, still reference Bird Box, and MGK being a part of it was a huge move for him, because now I'm looking at him as MGK, the actor. He does the Motley Crue movie. That was big for him too, and I'm like, yo, he doing the right stuff, man. He moving with the population when the nation is moving. I don't know, I was trying to throw in a rhyme. It didn't work. I was trying to talk like a pimp. It wasn't working. You know how pimps be like rhyming everything. It didn't work. I tried it. Anyway, so MGK does Bird Box. Movie goes viral. MGK does the Motley Crue story. Now, I haven't heard as much from that, but I've noticed most times they refer to MGK now. They're talking about Motley Crue movie. Like, I've seen so many places where people are not referring to MGK the rapper. They're literally referring to him as the person who played Tommy Lee in the Motley Crue movie. So as I said, he's making an impact in acting. He's making an impact in Hollywood, whether like the most big or the most small. But to be, what is this, like his third? He's been acting for a while. Now here's the point where I started, seeing a little bit of stuff. Now MGK gets up on stage. I can't remember where he's at. I'll read the whole article here. It was at Flappers. Gets up on stage and does comedy. Now, there's a little clip that's going around. It's only MGK getting ready to do his act, and he says, yeah, I know what you're... It seemed like he had pretty good timing because he did have him a little joke, little sarcasm in the beginning, like, yeah, that's probably what you were expecting. And it was cool because I was like, okay, he got a little bit of comedic timing because I rock with comedy too. Stand-up comedy, I rock with tough. The only thing I watch on Netflix now is really stand-up comedy specials. I'ma keep it a buck, right? So he got up there and did it. And the thing that was weird to me, well, not weird, I kind of saw this coming, but I was like, man, we need to do better. The way I saw people killing MGK. Now, I know it's cool, it's popular to body MGK and whatever he does, but this was the last couple of times that the internet where people have gone at MGK, I feel like it's been kind of unwarranted, man. I put it this way. Now, I understand you can never tell somebody who is a diehard fan of Eminem that they should be fans of MGK or blah, 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 this, that, and the third. You can't tell them that because they're going to internalize things that he did probably more than M would even internalize it. But it's because this person is a figure. This person is a damn near a deity to certain people, which isn't good. You should never have another man be like a god to you. But you can't help it. There's certain people who look at him that way, so they're not even gonna. And since Eminem isn't coming out and being like, yo, forgive MGK, even though there was that rumor that came out that Eminem squashed the G-Eazy and MGK beef, which I don't think is true. Since Eminem has, the only time that people have heard Eminem talk about MGK publicly has been negative, it makes it twice as hard for his fan base to forgive MGK on, I gotta blow my nose, so I put the phone down. To forgive MGK on any level, right? Now, I also think when MGK, if Eminem comes out and says it's all cool, I think it's gonna stop a lot of the hate that MGK is getting, which is, I mean, pretty obvious. But I saw people killing MGK and niggas have not even seen his comedy special yet. Not even seen his stand-up yet. I said comedy special, like that nigga got a Netflix special coming. But nobody has seen his, except for the people that were there, has not seen his comedy. So I was just like, dang, son. Y'all act, I'm seeing memes. I'm seeing like, oh, Eminem bodied him so bad. He can't do rap anymore, which is cool. I get it. But maybe that was, Eminem did body him, but maybe that was enough for him. Maybe he's not doing it because he doesn't want to do rap anymore, but maybe he's doing it because he can't do rap anymore, but maybe he's doing it because he doesn't really want to as much. I've always seen MGK as somebody who loves hip-hop, who's a hip-hop head, but I feel as if he was also a different, I almost feel like he's just the biggest fan to like rock and other aspects of music as he is hip hop, which is fine. I just think people like that aren't truly like the people, aren't like me, who is like, I'm not gonna just, like, hip hop's what I wanna do like now, so, and my whole life. So I'm obsessed with making it and making it happen, being in hip hop, that's all I've ever focused on and wanted to, and nothing would be a good substitute for that. But maybe MGK just has the passion of creation, huh? Yeah, I'm putting the chemical in my head. Shout out to Matrix, by the way. All right. Anyway, so people killing MGK. I think he's a comedian now. Come to find out, the reason he even took the stage was because his homie Pete Davidson, which is a comedian, dared him to. Which to me, I'm gonna keep it a buck, which to me makes me respect MGK even more, because I'm gonna tell you, as a performer, and I'm sure MGK can be the same way too, as a performer, performing in front of as a performer doing rap, or doing the thing that you do or comfortable in doing, performing in front of, at least to me, 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 people won't make me nervous, because, and I've never understood why that was, but I think I understand it more now, because that is what I'm comfortable doing. That is my field. That is what I've trained to do. I know the ins and outs. I know how to call an audible. If the play ain't working, I know how to read a play. It's a metaphor. I know it's a rap. I know how to read the audience. Okay, that ain't working. Switch up to this. Okay, this tone ain't working. Go into this. Okay, we got to. So I knew that. So there comes a confidence in knowing. There comes an unconfidence in not knowing. I'm gonna put it this way. I could perform in front of 2,000 people, do my set, come off that stage, not nervous, anxious, excited to get out there and do what I do, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. If someone dared me and made me go up on stage and do a 5-minute set, stand-up set, in front of it could be 100 people, I'm gonna be nervous because I'm not as confident in that. That's not my field. That's not my passion. That's not the thing that I want the most. I don't know that. I don't know how to read the play. I don't know how to call an audible. So for him to stand up there and do that, bro, that's big. And I give him a lot of congratulations for that. I think it's unhealthy to have a kind of hate for MGK. It's one thing if MGK, that's the thing that I feel like. It's that what MGK did. Now, there are certain beats that I think can last forever. There's certain beats that people do not deserve to be forgiven. I never say someone deserves to be forgiven, but because really that's just hurting the person who bears the hate, because the other person you hate might not care as much, probably doesn't, unless they're close to you. So what I'm saying is, I don't think MGK didn't do enough. Now, that what he said about Eminem's daughter was mad weird, mad creepy. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't think that was enough right there, which it's creepy. It's enough for Eminem, I think, to forever be like, yeah, if I see you, it's hands. But I think the majority of the reason why the fans are mad is not because of that. It's just because of Rap Devil in general. You know what I mean? And I think people were giving oversizing Rap Devil because people hadn't heard somebody go at M like that, or at least for a while. So it was more like, if there's like a 15-pound 12-year-old boy, 15-pound 12-year-old, that's not gonna work. Let's say there's an 80-pound 12-year-old boy going against Batista in his prime. Now, if that 12-year-old boy lands anything on Batista, it could be the most sloppiest power bomb ever. They both can fall on the ground when he does it, and then he could ultimately lose, right? People are going to be way more, they're going to talk about the fact that he powerbombed, the 12-year-old boy powerbombed Batista way more than they would ever talk about Batista winning the thing, because that's the unexpected. You expected that to happen. I think people expected Eminem to come in and flame up MGK. I think that was what he was supposed to do. But MGK wasn't supposed to land a punch, so I think it came off a lot harder, because when you're not expecting the punch and the punch lands, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Now, put in the comment section below. This should be interesting. Do you think MGK should continue stand-up comedy? Are you still mad at MGK? That's what I want to hear. And if you're still mad at MGK, why? Huh? Now, I don't want to hear the Yellow Wolf thing, because the Yellow Wolf thing is Yellow Wolf's fault. It's not MGK's fault. Like, MGK should be trying to squash as many beefs as possible. It's up to the person that he comes to accept that. So, MGK wasn't the one on his song that said, hey, wait till my next song to see if I actually have problems with MGK or Yellow Wolf. So that's what I'm saying. Put in the comment section, is you ever gonna let MGK live, or is it just on sight from now on? And just be honest too. If it is, just be like, nah, nothing he gonna do gonna be okay with me. Which I would have to say, hey, do some soul searching. Because I think you're starting to inherit a little bit of negativity that's going to impact you in a negative way. Because MGK's never going to know you don't like him, or never going to care. So just I had to put that out there. Let people, don't marry an idea, you know what I mean, and then end up in the road of revenge dig 2 graves. One for the person that you going to seek revenge on, and one for yourself. I'm pretty sure I butchered that saying. Pretty sure I bodied that saying pretty horribly, like in a bad way. But you know what I'm saying, man. Don't worry, be happy. Now, if you're ready for some new S&J music, I need you to smash that thumbs up button, bro. I need you to smash that thumbs up button, little brother. Yeah. S&J Screwface, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the donos for keeping the lights on. Y'all mean the world to me. Shout out to the S&J Nation. No matter what, keep riding. We are the strongest base out here. We will show them why. I appreciate y'all. We're out of here.